Hello, church family. Robert here today, and I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to today's Heart to Home devotional. I would also like to extend a welcome to anybody that's tuned in that may not attend Calvary Chapel Hemet. We're just blessed and honored to have you here with us. So today's devotional is titled Worship. So I felt moved to look into what worship is because I love worship music so much, and I'm a sales guy that spends a lot of time on the road throughout my day. So I'm constantly listening to music that keeps me connected to God and His Word. Christianity is the transformation of sinners into worshipers of God. That being said, it is imperative for the Christian to know and understand what constitutes biblical worship. As a go-to in the world of words, it is easy to consult Webster's dictionary or any other dictionary for the precise meaning of worship, like adore, idolize, esteem, worthy, reverence, homage, etc. Yet truly defining worship proves more difficult because it is both an attitude and an act. Both the Old and New Testament admit the possibility of false worship, usually associated with idolatrous cults and gross misconduct. For example, the Canaanites practiced ritual prostitution and infant sacrifice under the appearance of worship to gods like Molech and Baal. And because of scenarios such as this, we read in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 3 through 6, "Nor shall you make marriages with them. You shall not give your daughter to their son, nor take their daughter for your son. For they will turn your sons away from following me, to serve other gods. So the anger of the Lord will be aroused against you and destroy you suddenly. But thus you shall deal with them. You shall destroy their altars and break down their sacred pillars and cut down their wooden images and burn their carved images with fire. For you are a holy people to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you to be a people for Himself, a special treasure above all peoples on the face of the earth." So this shows in the Old Testament how serious false worship was to the believer. Then when we look at the book of Psalms in chapter 115, verses 2 through 8, we see the psalmist write, "Why should the Gentiles say, 'So where is their God?' But our God is in heaven. He does whatever He pleases. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they do not speak. Eyes they have, but they do not see. They have ears, but they do not hear. Noses they have, but they do not smell. They have hands, but they do not handle. Feet they have, but they do not walk, nor do they mutter through their throat. Those who make them are like them. So is everyone who trusts in them." As you can see, the psalmist here recognized the folly of such false worship that we just read about in Deuteronomy, noting that those who make idols will be like them. So worship in truth connects the heart and spirit of worship with the truth about God and His work of redemption as revealed in Jesus Christ and in His Word and the Scriptures. David understood the importance of worshiping in truth and the necessary linkage between truth and the Word of God when he wrote in Psalm 86, verses 11 through 13, "Teach me your way, O Lord. I will walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name. I will praise you, O Lord my God, with all my heart, and I will glorify your name forevermore. For great is your mercy towards me, and you have delivered my soul from the depths of Sheol." So why do I bring this up? Well, as I said in the beginning, I spend a lot of time listening to worship as I'm throughout my travels during the day. I also listen to a lot of sermons from various Bible teachers on YouTube, and I have to, or I should say hope, that a lot of other people do the same. It is absolutely critical that what we listen to be the true Word of God and carry His message. The music we listen to ought to reflect the inspired Word of God. You see, in my searches of music and teachings, I've come across a lot of false teachings and doctrine. People just gobble that stuff up. And as we read in Deuteronomy, we shouldn't let those who idolize the things of this world and practice worldly worship into our homes for the reason it says it will turn us away from God. Instead, we need to be the lights of His Word and transform those into children of God who can easily transform us into runaways from His family, sometimes without even knowing it. So I thank you for spending some of your time with me as we look at the importance of worship. With that being said, that's where we come to a close. And in closing, I say, strap on the armor of God, pick up your cross, and do what we are called to do in the name of the Lord. And don't forget to check the link in the description for today's song. Enter that worship, pray in His name, and see what He reveals to you when your heart and spirit connects with Him. God bless. I love you all.